You are watching Round Hay Garden Scene. Each 2 seconds shot by Louis the Prince in 1888 is the oldest surviving film in existence. Filmmaking greatly advanced in only a few years, and the execution of Mary Stuart became the first recorded film to use special effects. It saw the first use of the stop trick in order to convey Mary's beheading. By the 10th century, films were able to expand beyond run times of a few minutes and saw the Great Train Robbery and the Trip to the Moon. The story of the Kelly Gang became the longest narrative film at the time of its release and was recognized as the first narrative feature film. While these events were being made, the Canadian film industry was advancing. Louis Minier and Louis Pupier made the first film display in Canada on June 27, 1896. The first films shot in Canada were by the Edison Company of Niagara Falls, the Klondike Gold Rush, soldiers leading the fight in the Second Boer War, and Duke of York George arriving. Americans used Canada as a shooting location, with D.W. Griffin shooting two of his first films in the country. James Fear is recognized as the first Canadian filmmaker, and his work for the Canadian Pacific Railway saw him travel the United Kingdom to present his films. He conducted another tour of the country with government sponsorship, but that was less successful. Herbert H.B. Holland formed the Canadian Bioscope Company in Halifax in 1912, and H.T. Oliver, an American cinematographer who worked for Edison Studios, was the company's first general manager and vice president. This company only lasted 3 years, but during its short existence, it created the earliest recorded feature film in Canadian history, Evangeline. Evangeline, an 1847 poem by Henry Wadsworth Fellow, was already adapted to film in 1911. Marguerite Marquez adapted the story of the expulsion of the Acadians. The company shot the film using Americans as directors and lead actors throughout Nova Scotia and Quebec at the cost of $30,000. The film was shown in New York City before getting its Canadian release in Halifax at a theater owned by the Canadian Bioscope Company. It was released throughout Canada and the United States, where it made at least $29,000 and was critically praised. Longfellow Star was one of the people who praised the film. Sadly, the film has since been lost. Another film has claimed to be the Canada State's feature film, Madeleine de Valchaz, but its existence has been doubted.